The HUAWEI Watch Fit Pro is one of the better hybrids between a smartwatch and a fitness band. Now this one is something that a lot of people have been talking about, especially when it comes down to the Huawei ecosystem. We've seen the MatePad Pros, we've seen all the new phones coming out. How well does this fit in to that ecosystem, and how good is it as a smartwatch slash fitness band? Let's find out in this video. Now if you guys are new to the channel, we've done a couple of smartwatch reviews already. We looked at the Amazfit, that was a great value for money for the build quality, the ruggedness, it was a great watch. And then we also had the Cosbit that was a lot weirder with 2 cameras built on and a whole OS of its own. We even did a bunch of Huawei products recently where we looked at their Mate 40 Pro budget tablet as well as their top of the line tablet, and we're kind of taking a look at that ecosystem, which is exactly where this fits in as well. Let's begin with the unboxing of the Huawei Watch Fit. Getting into the box itself, you obviously get the watch itself as well as the magnetic charging cable included. It's a USB 2 magnetic charger for the pins at the back of the watch, as well as the instruction manual. Pretty standard, pretty much what you need. As far as the setup is concerned, pretty straightforward as well. Install the Huawei Health app. That is pretty much what you're going to be using for this watch to be used with any smartphone that you have. Scan the codes, do the usual thing, and you're ready to go. Let's start by talking about the overall build quality and design on the Huawei Watch Fit. As you can see, the display on this is a rectangular display as opposed to a circular one like we've seen on the Samsung smartwatches and the active watches. And this is a aesthetic thing. To me personally, I prefer a circular one. The display on this is a 1.64 inch AMOLED display with a 70% screen to body ratio. Just looking at the screen, you can see it right away. It's not very dim. The AMOLED display is quite bright even in very harshly lit conditions. In terms of sensors, you have 6-axis IMU sensors, which means you have the accelerometer sensor, gyroscope sensor, you have an optical heart rate sensor, capacitive sensor, as well as an ambient light sensor. Now when it comes to the button placement, there's literally just one button, which is the one that takes you to the home screen. To go back, you just swipe from the left, and overall the usability for this in terms of the design is everything comprises of a full touchscreen and just one button. It has 5 ATM of water resistance, which means it's pretty good for like sweat, light rain, if you go light swimming in this. But don't expect to be swimming deep into the water or going scuba diving and stuff with this. Definitely won't survive that. When it comes to the weight, it is very lightweight. Putting it on your wrist, you won't really feel it even on there. It fits nice and snug against your wrist. When it comes to colors, it comes in 2 variants. One is the Sakura Pink as well as the Graphite Black. Now let's talk about the usability of the watch. There's a huge selection of watch faces that you can check out on the app itself, the Health app. Press and hold on the watch face and you can scroll through all the different watch faces available, select them, choose them, whatever you wish. And if you want to add a new one, you get in through the application itself, download it, and it installs right away. So scrolling down from the top will bring you to the control center where you have do not disturb, you've got the sleep mode, you've got the where's my phone mode. Now you can find this in the options itself or in the control center. So if I lose my phone, I can just tap on this.
I'm here.
And you get that very loud.
I'm here.
And it keeps getting louder. So that's how you find your phone in case you lose it. Apart from that, what else do we have included is an alarm clock as well as your settings control. Swiping left or right from the main home screen is going to take you to the heart rate monitoring, which has constant monitoring, by the way. And then swiping through again, you get your stress levels, you get your weather temperature, music, and overall calories burned, how much you slept, how much activity you've done in that one day with your steps and everything. Swiping up from the bottom reveals your notifications. This is where all your notifications are gonna sit. Anything coming in is gonna go down there for you to be able to access it. Still going on about the design and the strap design to be particular, you've got these little thingies at the back. I don't know what to call them. You pretty much have to dig your nail in, snap it out, and then you'll be able to pull out the strap itself. Doing it the first few times feels a little bit weird and you feel like you'll break it, but over time you get used to it and you can do it a lot quicker. So strap replacement isn't really an issue, and the strap itself does feel pretty comfortable. I like how it feels on the hand overall. It's not rubbery and weird feeling, and especially when you're sweating and working out, it won't feel like it's itchy or sweaty and weird and start smelling. So it's a pretty good strap overall. Lastly, as I mentioned, there's only one button on the watch, and the function of this button is to bring out your activities or a command for the watch to perform. So this is where all the controls for the watch actually come out from. Looking at the workouts, you have the built-in workouts as well as others that you can add on, and the list of the others just extends endlessly. Like I was scrolling this for a while. I'm not even kidding, not as a joke for the video. So there's a lot of activities you can add in depending on what you're doing. Now, if you click one of the exercises, one of the fitness courses, it assigns an animated virtual coach to you. That'll pretty much show you the exercise animated and show you exactly how you're supposed to perform these exercises. The fitness aspect of this is actually very appealing to someone like me. I don't stay very active throughout the day because I'm sitting down at the desk and working. So it does give you reminders every now and then just to get you active, just to get your blood flowing, which is very important, especially people who are sedentary like me, sitting on a chair. This is a very good way to keep you active and keep the blood flowing. You also have things like music control, alarm setting, etc. The music control is something that I use very often because if I'm working out, I want to be able to control my music without touching my phone or my speaker system. All of that's present on here, and usability wise, it's pretty good. Like I said, the screen being rectangular kind of helps a little bit because your touch inputs are better recognized as opposed to circular displays. But usability wise, rectangular displays just make more sense. Now, as far as battery life is concerned, you can get up to 10 days in battery life, and according to Huawei's website, typical usage would include true sleep enabled, heart rate monitoring enabled, screen checking briefly 200 times per day, 50 messages, 3 calls, 3 alarms remaining in 24 hours, and workout for 30 minutes per week would give you 10 days of battery life. Now, from our testing, we did get roughly that amount, 10 to 11 days of battery life. As far as the charging itself is concerned, it does charge up pretty quick as well. Now we've got all these specifications out of the way, all the good stuff about it out of the way. Let me talk about something that isn't really the best. So the UI for that, for the notification section, could be a little bit better. That would be in my cons section. It's still not the best. You can't really reply to anything from there, even shortcuts, etc. I've talked about this in a bunch of videos, but that would be a nice integration to add in. But overall, usability wise, for what you would get, it maybe fits on the fitness side, more on your heart rate tracking, your sleep tracking, water, workouts, etc. This is definitely a very good choice for that. Now, who is this watch really for? Should you be purchasing the HUAWEI Watch Fit? Well, it definitely comes down to what your use case is and what kind of usability you're looking at. If you're someone who does not own a smartwatch already, or someone who has a fitness watch, like a cheaper fitness watch, and is looking to get a better one with a better UI, better user experience overall, better tracking, better scientific analysis of your workouts and your breathing patterns, heart rates, your stress levels, then the HUAWEI watch definitely would be worth it because that aspect of it is really good compared to other competitors that we have tried in the past. But if you're someone who's into the fitness side of things, who wants an animated coach, constant reminders to drink water, work out, stretch, that sort of stuff, and have scientific records like I mentioned earlier, then I would definitely recommend that you get the HUAWEI Watch Fit because it is worth it in that regard. So that's pretty much it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and do consider subscribing for more content just like this, and we'll see you again in the next video.